Quality bass, man. That's a beauty, man. We'll take that bugger. This felt like a monster. Perfect, right in the corner of the mouth.
Don't forget the past mistakes. They tried to change me. Start a new break all through, but don't lose a dream. You and me will always be. We live every moment. The best above the rest that you've ever seen.
Anyways, keeper.
You and me till the end, my friend.
There ain't nothing wrong one bit. Sitting right here, catching these small ones. You know, it's a little goofy today. Like I said, had a big storm last night. Fish were a little off, so I found this little spot where there's some current running through here, and there's a bunch of small ones. But there's nothing wrong with sitting right here catching them because it's getting me used because the bites are really subtle. As a matter of fact, you really can't feel them at all. It's all in watching your line. Also, it's a good way to sharpen up to hone your skills, to get your eye right, to get a good feel for a good bite. It's just to sit here and just whack them, whack them, whack them. One fell out of your boat. Yeah. The decent one. Yep. Whack the red fish off. That's a nice one. That's a beauty, man. We will take that bugger. What does the cross mean to me? Well, it means salvation, it means freedom, it means protection, healing. Those are the different things that it means to me. You know, we see crosses everywhere nowadays. They're in and on churches, they're in our homes. People have tattoos all over with crosses, and we have jewelry. You know, so you see it all the time. But you know, initially, back in the days of the Bible, the cross was not something that you would put on your living room wall. Okay, it was a symbol of shame and death. So that was nothing that you would wear in a necklace. But it's much different now. You know, I have this necklace here, and I never take it off. And that's not because if I was to take it off, I'd be in grave danger. That I do not feel that way at all. I don't take it off because I don't want to lose it. I know I'm going to set it down and forget where it is. That's why I don't do that. But I forget that it's there. So every now and then I'll look in the mirror and I'll see it. And the first thing I think of is Jesus. Boom. So that's a good thing. Anytime I can have Jesus on my mind, that's a good thing. Another thing I think of is protection. I feel safe. Now, when I go to church, we have a big cross in the front of our church. When I see that cross, I think of sacrifice. I think of pain. You know, so it has different effects. You know, when I see someone with a tattoo of a cross, I initially think of believer. You know, but I found that that's not always true. I work in a prison. I see a lot of tattoos, and I've seen tattoos or crosses with snakes all over it and skulls. I've seen crosses that look like they try to make it as evil as they possibly could. And I heard of a story of a woman going into a store to buy a cross necklace, and she said to the attendant, "Excuse me, do you have any crosses that don't have the little man on it?" She had absolutely no clue what the cross stood for. You know, another thing that I think of, the most important thing that I think of when I think of the cross, is that God loved us so much that he sent his son down to die on the cross, to pay the penalty on the cross, even while we were sinners, even while we were sinning. That strikes a chord with me, even while we were sinning. You know, I think of a kid. So you got a young kid and he's done something bad, and you yelled at him and you scolded him. And then later on, he comes running into your bedroom and he's crying and he says, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'll never do it again." And you get this feeling of, oh, isn't this awesome? You know, you've forgiven him, instantly, and you can see that, hey, he's admitted to something, you know, and he's apologized. So you want to reward him, and it's easy. It's easy to do that. Well, how about that other little guy that got in trouble, and he doesn't care one bit, and he's decided that he's going to go and do something even worse, making the decision that I am not going to change one thing. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And matter of fact, I'm going to turn it up a notch. While he's doing all that, you still go and you forgive him, and you go and do something nice for him. Say you do a sacrifice. Can you imagine that's what God has done for us. Even while when I had no intentions of getting saved or trusting in God at all, even when I was a sinner, he sent his son to the cross to pay this horrible price. You know what I mean? If you don't have a picture of the price that was paid, go rent the movie The Passion. That'll give you a glimpse. Mel Gibson himself has said that he believes it was much worse than that. You know, I always think about that. You know, I'm very appreciative of somebody because of what I've done. See, that's the other thing. Jesus, he committed no sin. He was sinless. He was the perfect Lamb of God. He had never done anything wrong. But because of what I've done, he stood up there and took that punishment for me, right? Died, man. Died a shameful sinner's death on the cross. People were mocking him. And he did that for me, you know. And when somebody stands up for me, man, I appreciate it. Nice one. Look at that.
Jesus Christ,
nice keeper.
Think upon your sacrifice.
Right in the top of the mouth. Top of the mouth.
Poured out to death.
Eater. Right there. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Many times. Wondered at your gift.
He just jumped.
Now
10 feet, like 10 feet in the air,
once
man.
again.
Oh, there he goes again. He's a jumper.
In that place
He's a jumper.
once again.
I saw him come out.
Again,
I saw him come out.
Upon the cross where you
Oh yeah, he's
died.
beat. He's beat.
Humbled by your mercy.
Right in the corner of the mouth.
Broken inside.
Just as perfect as it can be.
Once again,
There we
I
go.
thank you.
Another
Once
perfect
again,
quality
pour out my
bass, man. Yeah, he's a nice one, man.
Now you are exalted to the highest place, King of all heaven. One day I'll bow, but for now, marvel at your saving grace. And I'm full of praise once
Been catching so many
again.
small ones, really small ones. This felt like a monster. This is normal.
Full
That's
of
like a
praise once
2-5er maybe.
Once again I look upon the cross where you died, humbled by your mercy, broken inside. Once again I thank you. Once again pour out my life. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross, my friend. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross.
This was the most earned fish of the day right here, baby. Yeah! 3-6, man. I'll tell you what, that was I've been battling the wind here wicked. The waves are just pounding me. My trolling motor's dying, right? So it barely got anything. I got hooked up with about three monsters. These things were like this, black, sitting under these rocks, and they all came off. So I made the tough choice to go and change my hook, to retie and put a new fresh hook on there and everything like that. And fished and boom, it paid off. I don't think that was the big one. And I think I'm done fighting with them today. There's only one sandwich in here. There's supposed to be two. And I need creamy peanut butter in the camera bag. Security! He's playing with a dumb ball again.